afternoon baseball here on the show. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, so the Bronx Bombers played well in the series so far, winning the first two in this three-game set.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Gerrit Cole will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Not many better in the game than this guy right here, Matt. Gerrit Cole. He brings the goods. Fastball approaches near 100 miles an hour. Hard assortment of breaking pitches. And on top of that, he's a winner, and he loves to be a big game pitcher. You'll know early if he's attacking the strike zone and has a 1-2-3 inning. Pretty good chance he's not giving up very many runs in this one.
First pitch on the way. Jose Altuve is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope, ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'm watching a guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Bregman. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400, and when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
In now, Miles Straw, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Strike
2-1
2.
pitch is a slider taken for a cold strike 2.
2-2.
Still even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That is third.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. His career line against Gerrit Cole. He's gone 2 for 6. Now the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. 1-2-3 go the Astros. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Justin Verlander will be on the mound for the Astros. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at one of the greats of all times, right-hander Justin Verlander. Still has the big fastball, good slider, good curveball. He'll mix in some changeups to right-handed hitters. This guy's been a good pitcher for a long time, and if he brings his A game, you're not going to score very many runs off this guy.
So stepping in is Gio Urshela. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Verlander sets his sights. Here it comes.
1 ball, no strike.
Fellas, taking a look at these Astros entering play here this afternoon. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Seared down the first baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And now a toss to the pitcher Berlander for the out.
Batting second.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So, given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 287 the average coming in. 8 home runs and 21 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Now a foul tip at the plate, and you can hear that one ring off the catcher's mask as he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Now here's the pitch. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
And this will be put away easily for the out. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still no score. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Now here's the pitch.
Nope, ball. 1-0.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. And there are our umpires. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive, so a sweep at home would be extra special.
They may be hard-pressed to get the same sort of performance on the mound that they got yesterday, a complete game shutout, but something close would certainly give them a chance to complete a sweep.
You don't see it very often, a complete game shutout like they had yesterday. Hopefully that's the beginning of things to come, and their starting pitcher could get them deep into this one as well.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike three.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. And on one hand, they can be happy they've got their ace on the mound for them in this sweep game, but on the other hand, they're tasked with facing an ace themselves.
It sure is. This is one of those games where you flip a coin, heads or tails. Two terrific starting pitchers, both teams firing their bullets, their aces going today. This should be a good one.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Very high, 2-1. Cole is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
No score here as we play inning number 2. This one's down to third. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in is Kyle Tucker. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
That's the ball.
And there's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch.
No, ball.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch.
Full count.
Yuli Guriel would be next. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and Boyd will take this one over to the bag, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Big Aaron Judge. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Verlander's ready. 2-1 on its way. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And that'll bring up Gliber Torres. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. That average for him sitting at 345. 7 homers, 27 driven in. Now the 0-1. Judge stands at second with no outs. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
At the plate now, Luke Voit, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Voit is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind the count at times.
2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runner in scoring position with Sagan. (2-0) to the Yankees left fielder.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts. And he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
2 balls, no strikes. 2-1.
2-1.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Bregman has it. On to the first baseman, Guriel, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll move to the third with no score.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. With the lowest team ERA in the league, it's clear they typically post solid outing after solid outing. And one of the members of their coaching staff told me a big part of that has come from their ability to limit the long ball, a category they also lead the league in. He said that forces the opposing lineups to really string together hits in order to score, because a bloop and a blast is just not something you're going to get off of us. Guys, this appears to be a really tough group of pitchers to barrel up.
All right, thanks, Heidi. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
Guriel is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0. You'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
The 1-1 home. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Hicks is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one gone now as you get a look there at where the Yankees stand currently in the American League East. And that'll bring up Aledmys Diaz. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. A 2-0 count to the Astros DH. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's 2 for 4. 2-0 count, the pitch.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
He loses him on ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So here is Jason Castro, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's set. Here it comes. Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1.
1-0.
1-1 to Jason Castro. Third inning, no score to this point. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
2-1.
Now the 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Left side, but well foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. LeMahieu for 1. On to Voit, and inning-ending double play. Nothing doing there for Houston. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Here's Miguel Andujar now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
The shortstop.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Verlander into his motion. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to third. Bregman gloves it. Throw on to first in time. 1 away.
Batting up. The catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
1 out here in the Yankees' third inning. And up to bat next, it'll be the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. The 1-1 home.
That missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. The 1-0 home. Misses. Ball 2.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Hit down the line at first. The 2-1 home is in off the plate.
That's the ball.
The 3-1 pitch. In the air out to left. Brantley is under it. And he makes the play to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
And now here is Miles Straw, struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Again, a 1-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Alex Bregman would be next if they can keep this inning alive. No runs, no hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1-2-3 go the Astros. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Aaron Hicks.
Aaron Hicks.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch as Berlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Verlander sets his sights. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Good breaking ball there. Laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
That's low, ball 4.
Take the bait.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
1 out, runner at first, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. From the belt, the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
1 ball, no
Pitching
strike.
has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And he watches one miss outside, 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
3-0
3-0.
now. Swing and a line drive, but this will land foul. It's 3-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Can't keep that one fair either, and now the count is full. The 3-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. Payoff pitch one more time. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone. Next up will be Gliber Torres. First pitch of the AB on its way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. LeMahieu, the runner at first with 2 gone. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Hit to short. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Yanks leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Fastball called strike, 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
Now here it comes. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Now another 1-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. The next 1-2 pitch. Fouled off. They try to come in with a fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 2-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Into the box, Kyle Tucker. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
The windup and the 0-1.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Windup and the 0-2 pitch. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch-out, and the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here comes the first baseman, Luke Voigt. Verlander gets the sign. Here comes the pitch.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. There is Altuve. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
And now in the box, Giancarlo Stanton grounded out in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Andujar.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses, ball one.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Now the 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike one. Yankee shortstop behind in the count, 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
High and deep down the left field line. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. In the air down the line in left. The 2-2 one more time.
Full count.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Verlander deals the 3-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Now the Cuban import Yuli Guriel. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole. First pitch of the AB now.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
Now the 0-1. Got him reaching there. Strike 2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
And now, Aledmys Diaz worked a walk his first time up. Here it comes. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
No strike.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Fouled away. The 2-1 home. Is a slider taken for a ball.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Next, it'll be Jason Castro. Here's the first pitch to him. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. That misses. 2-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Diaz, base runner at first with 1 out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he misses again here. It's ball 4. And that's back-to-back walks here with 1 away. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. From the stretch. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Pitch number 100 on its way. Down the left field line and deep. First and second now, 1 man out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Heading out towards shallow right. Judge is under it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 3.
Now it'll be Miles Straw. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First pitch on the way. And he pops it up. And there's the first hit of the game for Houston. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Finally, someone's able to scratch a run across. The pitching has been so dominant in this one. Let's see if this opens the floodgates a little bit.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ball game. Jonathan Loaizaga trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 43, Jonathan Loaizaga.
Stepping in now, Michael Brantley. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. No hits to this point. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And that in the inning. For only the 1 run. Now to the plate, Kyle Higashioka will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
1-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Hit on the ground to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 29.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gio Urshela. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
0-1, here it comes. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2 balls and a strike.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Here now the 2-2. Is laid off and the count runs full.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the first pitch. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Comes set with the 0-1.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
He struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They're down 1-0. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Now here it comes.
1-0.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Carlos Correa.
Next, it'll be Carlos Correa, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, great job pounding his own strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
1 out, nobody on. Fouled off.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2.
1-2. Count.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting 1 in the seats.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. LeMahieu ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Digging in will be Kyle Tucker. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 2 now. Here it comes, 2-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Pitch on the way. That's in there, 3-1.
Gotta believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, the first baseman, Yuli
So here's Yuli Guriel, man at first after the 2-out walk. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Stanton. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston, but they're up 1-0. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Aaron Judge.
Berlander sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Fly ball right down the line in left. The 0-2 once more.
1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Tucker waits on it. 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Gliber.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gliber Torres. On his way to pitch number 100. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Verlander still nothing earned through 6 1/3. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
into the corner and slicing foul. And the pitch on 2-1. Down the left field line and deep. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Chasing after it is Tucker, and now it'll rattle up against the wall. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
In now, Luke Voigt. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
1-0.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Torres at second with 2 down. 2 balls and no strikes. The count is Stanton.
No reason to give in to him here with the base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
The 2-0 pitch. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
The set and the 3-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. High and deep to right center. Ranging back is Tucker. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Yanks leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Zach Britton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 53, Zach Britton.
Now to the plate, here is Aledmus Diaz. In previous meetings with Britton over the years, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Wheels and deals, here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it, it's 0-1. The Yankees are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance. Only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
The 1-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Jason Castro, the catcher, is in. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Britton, a left-hander that stands 6 foot 1 inches tall. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has,
1-1.
Nice pick.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 pitch. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale. Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. From the belt, the pitch, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
No, that's out. Two and two's the count.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Good battle. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. High in the air down the right field line. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Skied into very shallow right. Judge is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
The batter, number 3.
Next to hit is Miles Straw. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip.
Yeah, and he's got to feel super confident right now. He's the only real offense in this game. Guys on the mound have been executing every pitch.
And now the first pitch. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Working for the punch out and the offering.
That missed. That's the ball.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
The 3-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. The 3-2 one more time. In the air to right center. In comes Judge. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Astros lead one, but they're on top 1-0. Pedro Baez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Pedro Baez.
And stepping in, Miguel Andujar, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First offering. This is swung on and hit to Altuve at second. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Hey, what a great job of mixing speeds and mixing up his pitches. 2 hits allowed in this one. Dominant performance.
So now to the plate, Kyle Higashioka, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
One and two to the Yankees catcher.
1-2.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. 1 out, nobody on. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Digging in next, Gio Urshela struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Hit in the air down the left field line. After it is Brantley. And he makes the catch in the corner. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Justin Wilson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now at the plate, here is Michael Brantley. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. He's set and the pitch. And it's fouled away. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Wilson, the former New York Met, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The 2-1. Swing and a line drive. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
To the plate now, Alex Bregman. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count.
Carlos Correa is on deck. Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. This is lifted out to left. Stanton has a read on it. He's got it one away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
So So the next to bat will be Carlos Correa. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's set. Here it comes. There goes Brantley. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1.
1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
The 2-1 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Brantley leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Kyle.
Next to hit, Kyle Tucker. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Next to stand in is Yuli Guriel. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
2 down, runners at first and second. And it misses. 3-1 now.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Count remains full. And it's fouled away. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. 2 left for the Astros, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ryan Presley enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And that'll bring up the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks.
The center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
And now the first pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another 2-2 offering. High in the air out to center field. Strong is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next for New York, DJ LeMahieu, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swung on and missed 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
1 out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Tucker waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Aaron Judge. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First offering.
That's the ball.
Barring any late turnaround, this win would belong to Justin Verlander. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Inside and low, 2-1.
2-1.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last chance for the Yankees. 3-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
2 out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Gliber Torres. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball here, too low. It's 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
2 balls and a strike. Judge leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And the count will be full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Astros rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Justin Berlander earns his 5th winner of the year as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Ryan Presley records the save, his 10th. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Yankees, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance here at Yankee Stadium this afternoon, 47,300.